That's okay. We're not mad at you. But you should be listening to it. Sorry. I still, yeah, I'm going to stop talking now because I'm not supposed to be talking.
All right, you guys, since they're clearly very anxious to get on stage, let's get this party rolling. Give it up for your moderator, People Magazine's Dory Jackson.
How are we doing this morning? I can't wait to spend some time right now with the Camdens, and I'm sure you guys are ready as well, so let's bring them out because they are so ready, clearly. All right, let's start with Beverly Mitchell.
I wasn't just talking to her, Jen.
Mackenzie Rossman. I didn't trip. I didn't do that either. I think that might have been me. I'm really sorry. David Gallagher. It was the hurricane. David Gallagher to the stage.
Hey, sorry, I was not paying attention.
Barry Watson. I don't think Catherine is with us right now, but she'll be here soon.
Catherine will be here in a minute. Don't worry about
She's
it.
taking a poopy.
They were just really excited to get out here.
Went to the restroom.
Shouldn't have showed
In the
up
restroom, though. Where do you take?
No potty humor right now. I don't think so. I think you've censored yours.
That's a smart move.
Well, let's just get into it. And
Yeah.
Catherine will join us when she does.
Yeah.
She'll get it from here.
By the way, we're used to this.
Yeah.
What did you say now? Stop.
Oh my goodness.
When she gets hers.
Yes.
Until then, it's free game.
Yeah, it's free game.
Oh, hi. Sorry, we kind of get out of hand because we're kind of like a family right here.
Which is why people love this show so much. You know? So what makes it so special to you guys?
I mean, I think our show is just quite magical because of the relationships we've all gained from it. And I'm an only child, so I have inherited a very large family.
Yeah, it definitely feels that way for and you know, sometimes even if you aren't an only child, you feel like an only child. But
That's true.
no, but it's just been really great because also, you know, actually, the food
We
was
all
really
grew up
good when we
together.
did.
What are you talking about? Where are we going with
Catering
this?
was good.
Oh, from the show?
Yeah.
Oh, we liked being fed.
I was so happy you guys were catering.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
the
I mean,
friendships.
growing up on television is really like, it can be really disturbing for later in life when you're not given all of your meals as like you are on set. Because
Yeah,
you
all
get,
my meals are cold,
yeah,
rejected, half chewed. It's
I know,
whatever.
I know, it's kind of,
It's easier to digest when someone else is already chewed.
Max is saying how great it is. Max is talking about catering.
I was talking about Alicia.
I don't think
and
we've had
Juan,
coffee.
How talented they were.
Yes. This is always goes back to catering when we talk about the early 70s.
But what
She
were
just-
the productions on set if they were that good?
I mean, I got a BLT every morning, and I had French fries for lunch. Because
I had a rotation of 3 breakfast dishes that I never strayed from.
Okay.
This is the really burning questions, you guys. You've
Sorry,
always
this
wanted
is,
to
is this
know
what
about
you
our
came here to
eating
find
habits.
out?
Okay, we should get back to the real
So no.
questions before we.
But it was great to have like a supportive family at work.
He is so tired of you.
Okay.
Keep talking. I don't know what's going on, but keep talking.
Don't get comfortable. Okay. Yes, we'll get back to the real burning questions.
Yes, let's get into some actual
Some
questions.
real stuff.
Not just the food.
Okay.
Well,
But that is
something,
important.
It is important.
Yeah,
You
okay.
guys need to be eating.
Yeah.
But anyways, something I thought about recently is like, what would it look like if the Camdens were set nowadays in the social media age? Like, what antics would they be getting up to?
Well, you're looking at it right now. I mean, I don't know if it'd be that exciting.
I disagree.
Yeah, I guess we.
I don't think Matt would be on social media.
No.
Yeah, I don't think Matt would be on social media.
We have Catherine coming to the stage.
Hey, you guys, look who's here.
Continue.
We were just talking about the Camdens. If they were in the social media age, what would that look like?
What would you do on social media?
Nothing. I don't understand social media.
Which is mom appropriate. That's correct.
Yeah. I post pictures on Facebook to my 20 followers. That's about it. Okay, continue.
And everything with continue. I know it.
We proceed forward. Well, so many fans have been rediscovering this show. I don't know if you have seen this TikToker. His name is Rob Anderson.
Oh, yes.
You have? Okay, so you know
Yeah, we
all
have
about
seen
him.
his,
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
What are your
Great.
thoughts on it?
Oh, it's hilarious. Rob is awesome. He's so funny. He was so funny that like I was so excited when I saw all of his videos that I was like, can I get in on this? Because this is funny. And so we actually did a little funny video, and then we actually all there's an amazing shirt that's been for sale here that we had some fun with.
We all have one now.
We all
There's
have
one right there.
Yes.
Yes!
And we all took some pictures with it yesterday because why not? It's hilarious, and because Annie smokes pot.
Is that what you were doing? Is that why you were late, Catherine? Oh, why?
It feels good.
Couldn't wait, could you? It's noon.
Well, this is my first hit this morning.
I don't even know how we proceed forward from that.
Good luck, good luck.
I know.
Good luck.
Yes, back to the food. Anyways.
That comes after.
Well, we know obviously you played a mother to these people for several years.
Talk louder. I can't
Louder?
hear you. Yeah.
Yes,
The
okay.
microphone.
I'm getting old in the left
Oh, no.
ear. I played a mother.
Yes, to these people for
Yeah.
several seasons. Were you motherly over them off camera?
Did I what?
Were you motherly?
Did
Yes.
I mother them off camera?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
All right.
She
we're
beat
gonna
us.
get, we're
She's
getting,
still-
okay, I'm gonna say it really fast.
Really fast?
I had a real 4-year-old when I got this job. I left her and mothered these children, but I was sort of rude and not friendly to these children because I was always feeling guilty that I wasn't at home. So I wasn't nice to them. And
That
I've
is-
never forgotten
nice
it.
That
to
is
us, I'm
not
kidding.
true.
Never forgotten it.
That is not true.
Guilt just won't go away.
Little back and say, hi, Catherine.
I think you're.
Always running up. It was like, whatever.
I think you're.
Whatever.
Either I'm just
Family.
used to that because I thought you were lovely.
False flames.
I thought no, I thought you were lovely. I've always had a great relationship with you, and I've never thought that you were mean to us. I mean,
No,
I
I
just
didn't
thought
know
that
that.
you were busy and you had to get to Katie, and that was fine. We knew
It's like
that.
you start work on a show at 7. By 10, I was going, I gotta leave early.
And she did.
Yeah.
And she did.
I'm just saying they were really, they're just great people. I gotta tell you. Each one is just great, bright, sensitive, witty, and kind. These are great people. And now they're parents, and they're doing a great job. And that makes me cry.
Continue.
Would you guys ever pick a different Camden to be? Like, do you have one that you wish you were?
Different Camden? Nah, I like mine. I mean, she was crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, Lucy hit all the notes on every song.
I don't know. We never did like a Twilight Zone episode where we each embodied a different character. I mean, it would have been.
I mean, it would
interesting.
be fun.
There may have been music in it, David.
You would have been happy.
Yeah, Barry would have been.
Can we both be happy?
Yeah.
No, nobody could be happy because Happy's happy.
No, if I was gonna switch.
You didn't get it. That was like a reference to. Why do you not laugh at my
I would
joke?
have been the Colonel. I would have liked to have been the Colonel.
That was a joke. I made a joke. I made it funny. Nobody laughed.
It was great.
Because my wife, can you hear me? Yes. I feel so not heard.
Inside or
Inside. Continue.
Well, continuing. So, Barry, we know that you talked about how Beverly and Jessica Biel had crushes on you back in the day. How did you navigate that?
Crush is
But also,
I mean, it wasn't like quite a crush.
she's trying
You
to.
were like stealing his.
I
I
tried.
know you still have a crush on me. It's weird.
Is that where all your wardrobe doubles went? Bev and Jesse were taking them home to sleep with them?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking
That's
about?
right, Jesse and
Yeah, they take my.
Yeah, they were like,
They
"Ah."
sneak into my trailer and they take my clothes.
Put it
And
under
I
their
walked in
pillow.
one time and they were sniffing me.
Okay.
Yeah, we have another sweaty car
Called
scene.
my
These are
agent
gonna
and
be
said, "I
great.
don't think I should be on the show anymore. It's weird."
Lies.
you know, Barry was a stud, right? Still.
I was like, you said was.
Mrs. Lund was.
Who's crying now?
But let us not overlook David, who has blossomed in a
Thanks.
You know David went to USC Film School? He's a graduate of USC Film School. Isn't that
And that has paid off beautifully because now I walk around with the little camera and bother everybody at the con.
No, that's...
You get a laugh for that.
Oh, David, that could be taken sadly.
Self-deprecating humor, Kathy.
Okay.
Intentional.
How y'all doing?
Having fun. Continuing. Now I'm getting into it. Yeah, I get it. There were so many unexpected guest stars on the show, from Usher to Dave Franco to Tara Lipinski. Was there a funny story of you guys wanting to meet them that stands out?
Was very excited to meet Usher. I didn't get to when he worked on the show.
Well, I think
I
actually,
did later on.
did we realize that like none of us really got to work with him. There was only one.
Well, wasn't he Simon and Dina? Wasn't he? He worked at the movie theater, right? Usher was the one I was the most excited about, probably, because
He played an usher?
I didn't. Not, but close. Radio station. Sorry, he was the DJ. Sorry, I don't know why I thought movie theater. Excited about that. We had a lot of incredible guest stars over the years, though, and as we were doing our podcast, we were rewatching things, and we're still discovering people. And we're like, oh my God, they were on it too. And I mean, we had Peter Graves, we had
Richard Lewis.
Richard Lewis, Rabbi, yep.
Phyllis Diller.
We had Ed Begley, he was on it, and he had the Chevy Bolt, or Volt. Before anyone had electric cars, my mom goes to me, she says, Ed Begley, he's a very green, conscious man. Actually, that's what he was known for.
He'd ride
He
his
had
bike.
this cool
He'd ride his
electric
bike.
car, or ride his bike, and this is before everyone cared about the environment, or, before anyone cared
Or
about the
some
environment.
people did.
Right. But, I mean, we had a lot of really cool people.
Phyllis Diller.
Phyllis Diller, yeah.
Probably old timers, anyway. Yeah.
I only realized this after it was too late for me to be like starstruck around them. Because when you're 6, you're like oblivious. Everything but breakfast burritos. Laser focus.
Well, the show obviously had 11 seasons. I know it got the 11th season because the season 10 finale did so well. Would you guys have been fine if it ended after season 10 though?
It did.
Some people did.
it for
It did
you?
end for
I
some
didn't
people.
come back for season 11.
I know.
Because I was like, we did this.
I was still there.
It seems silly to do it again, so I didn't come back. Yeah,
Principal, yeah.
it was.
I rode that wave all the way till it crashed.
I wasn't in a few of the season 11 episodes because I too kind of was ready to do something else with my life. But mostly I wanted to just experience being a normal kid in a school with other children my age. And we weren't children anymore. So I wanted to be a senior at a high school with other seniors in high school there. And so that was my main hesitation. I wanted to give myself a normal childhood experience.
And
But I did come back. I did come back after a bit too.
Yeah, I didn't. Went to college and did the show, but I did write my college and ask them to let me be a normal kid and live in the dorms. That was a bad idea because I became the head mother for the entire dorm, and everyone came and raided my snacks. So that only lasted a year, and then I decided to just
Stop buying
go back
snacks.
to work. Just go back to. No, I still bought snacks. I just brought them to work.
And David,
Bev had the only oh sorry.
you left long before the end.
I wasn't, no, not, well, I had it, like I guess a lot of people are saying, I had stepped back from the show when I had gotten into USC, which was always kind of in the cards for me. That was what I was gunning for through high school. And so when I got into USC Film School, I had told the production that that I could make some time, like you schedule your own classes in college, and I could kind of do a 4-day week, and I could do 1 day on set, but I had to do full-time USC, not full-time set, you know. So that's why we had that kind of recap episode where I had stepped out, and then they had hit me up at the end of that season, my freshman year, and they said, would you come back to do the finale and just come in on the 1 day? And I was like, yeah, sure, like, you know, I'm okay with that. And then we got picked up again, and they were like, hey, crazy idea, do you think we could do like, you know, 1 day a week where you come in and do school full time? And I'm like, yeah. So then through those seasons, I was kind of part-time. And when you guys got to 11, that was my senior year at USC, and I really did the same thing that Mac did, where I said, I just kind of want to do my senior year and just be at school and be present and you know, keep that experience, you know, on its own. So I wasn't there for the 11th season for the same reason. I just kind of wanted to be a college student and see what that was like.
I mean, 11 seasons is a really long.
It's a long time.
Not if you're in CIS.
Or Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, exactly.
Grey's Anatomy, what are they on, 42?
Seasons, that's nothing.
42.
We're just getting started.
Yeah, you could have been on one of those shows.
No, I mean, who watches a show for 40 years? I guess until you die.
In all 11 seasons, what was kind of the craziest storyline to you?
He doesn't remember them all.
Einstein the monkey.
Was there a monkey?
Yes.
Did we have a
I
monkey?
remember that one. My stepdad trained the
on that
monkey.
season. I was just throwing
Wait,
out
for
there.
real? We had a monkey?
We had a chimp. Dude, my stepdad was the animal trainer for that chimp. His real name was Chaos, was the actual, and he was a young orangutan.
Wait, hold on. Was it Eisenhower or Einstein?
No, he wasn't an orangutan, he was a chimp.
Chimp.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was a chimp. Was Einstein or Eisenhower?
Eisenhower was his name.
You
Why
guys,
are you asking them?
we need
Yeah,
to be
ask
honest.
them.
You guys know more about the show than I think we do, and that's why that's why we're starting the rewatch, because we need to know what we did.
So, Chaos, if you want to know what it's like working with a chimp on set? They're like children. They're always reaching their long arms out to touch everything that goes by.
So it's like working with
and what
you.
what they would tell Chaos, would be, Chaos, sit on your hands. Sit on your hands.
You're
Yeah.
lucky it didn't rip your face off.
Well, that's why they only use young chimps for things in TV and film. They're never fully adult, because when they are adult, yeah, they'll tear your arms out of the sockets like nothing. So they're not quite as powerful.
Can I just
They're
tell you,
fun fact.
speaking of animals, just quickly, do you know what Mac does in reality?
She's such a proud
She
mom.
takes horses that were show horses and race horses and transforms them through retraining into a hunting dog. Were they hunting dog?
Just into new careers. Yeah.
Different careers, and then they have to learn how to chase a fox. And I mean, it's incredible.
Loosely, yes, that's what I do.
I just need to know if every
Thanks.
panel is as compelling as ours.
PR. They become a different animal. I'm a really good horse trainer. I can train them to not be horses anymore.
You can train them to be chimpanzees.
If that's what you want, yeah.
Crying. Literally crying. Okay, we can do
Where
this.
do we go from here?
We can do this.
I'm
you
struggling
talked
over
about the
here, you
podcast.
guys.
We talked about the podcast. What has it been like going back and reliving it all?
I mean, it's clearly chaos. No, the podcast has been fun. I think what's been amazing is what's incredible about this group is it doesn't matter how long we're apart. When we all come back together, it's like we've never left. And so with the podcast and having this, being able to have everybody on and kind of reconnect and rediscover, and if anything, I think we appreciate the gift that Seventh Heaven was even more, because it truly was a magical show. And I mean, obviously it's been very clear by all of you how it's touched your lives, and kind of reliving it and going through it. It's an amazing gift, and we're just so grateful, and we were grateful you guys watched the show. We're grateful that you're listening. We're grateful that you continue to watch and show up for us. And it was just our pleasure and our honor to be able to play these characters that meant something to you. And I'm just grateful to have my family back.
Everyone's so really funny, and they're so funny. It's so much fun. And they like to eat.
Gotta love this crew. Yes, we do.
It should be dinner with the Camdens. Is what it should be. It should be dinner with the Camdens, not catching up.
Do you all have
I'll
any
I'll light your s'more on fire for you if you want.
We do. We can open up to questions after this last one. We'll do one more question before we open up to you guys. So this theme song is so iconic. Do you guys love it, hate it? Did you guys get annoyed by it? The theme song.
I sing it every day.
You do. You wake up, you're thinking this theme song.
Go.
Go now. Sing it.
I go to sleep to it and wake up to it every day. It's my alarm.
Meditating to it.
It sounds like a fresh hell.
Imagine if I actually did that.
Sing it.
Sing it. Sing it. Sing it.
I used to hate it, but now I realize that I guess the musicians who wrote it had really good credits.
Let's turn it around for you.
So because of the resume, you're accepted.
Because
we're
they
not
were
gonna
well
sing it at all?
established.
That's not shallow at all.
Sing
But
it.
now I hear it here, and it's like, oh, what a dear era the 90's was.
We used to make fun of. Well, yeah, we had fun with it.
We made fun of a lot of things.
That's true.
Sing it.
No, we had like 7.
Shining
No,
down.
smiling. Smile.
All right. Catherine doesn't know the lines.
There's no doubt your family's more.
Or not the words.
Where can you go? When the world
Everyone's gone to school.
the answer is home.
Why? Why did you guys do that to us?
So,
Good job.
Seven,
On that note, we'll bring it to the fans.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
You
friendly
know
reminder,
someone
everyone,
definitely
please do
recorded
not touch the
Catherine's album's
microphone.
coming out in 2
That way we
weeks.
keep it nice and hygienic for everyone else. When you get here, say your name, where you're from, and then go ahead and make your comment or ask your question.
I am Jessica from Richmond Center, Wisconsin. And, sorry.
It's okay, don't be nervous.
Don't be nervous. We don't bite.
So, my favorite character was Lucy and Simon, and then the other thing, Happy.
Yes, we all loved Happy.
He seemed like a good dog.
She was.
Happy was a very good dog.
Very good.
And Happy was scared of most
Everything.
of the crew members on our set, because there's about 100 people you guys never see that are constantly around us while we are filming, and so every time we get a shot, everyone has to swap out, and the crew runs in, and Happy would get nervous about it, but because me and Happy work together every day, she would stick with me, and so I'd often just take Happy with me as they cleared us out. Happy would go with me, and then we'd go back to the trainers, and she could go take a break and
Because-
relax.
The little known fact was Happy was a rescue.
Yeah.
So Happy was, Happy, like this part was made for Happy. Happy, like it was specific. Brenda saw Happy. She loved Happy. She wrote the show for Happy.
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah, the whole show was based about Happy.
Happy was cast first.
Yeah, Happy.
And
Happy got good residuals. No, sorry.
I just wanted
collecting
to
now.
tell you guys, I'm an actor too in community plays.
That's awesome. Good job.
And one of the plays, we had a dog.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You very won't work with animals anymore.
See you later.
I'll see you later. Thank you.
Next up we have.
Hi, my name is Cindy. I'm here from Ocala, Florida. And my question is, as the show went on, how much of yourselves did the writers put into the character? Like Simon's love of the tick and obviously Ruthie's love of horses. How much of you became in the character that the writers added as they got to know you?
I think there was a lot. I think a lot came from what they were witnessing us experience in real life they wrote in. The very first season of the show, one of my best friends was killed in a car accident, and the next season we addressed that in an episode. So I think they did, always with our permission though. But there was a lot of integration, and I think it's also because a lot of us were experiencing so much of life that like you couldn't help but mirror with our characters. And the honest truth for me is I'm not quite sure where Lucy and Beverly separate because I played her for so damn long. Okay,
Thank
somebody
you.
else can
All
answer
right.
too.
Next up we have.
Oh wait, we're not done.
Okay.
There's always, I guess, a little bit of who you are that's in any character you play. I don't know how much Matt was very much like Barry, but I tried to just throw little bits of my own sort of, I guess, personality into Matt as much as
I think you brought the humor to Matt. I don't think Matt was necessarily
wasn't
funny.
all
I think
that was
that
always
you
written on the
brought,
page.
yeah, you made things that were, which is what's the magic of what
Well,
you
I
are.
saw stuff on a page and I just sort of flipped it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was just made it more fun for myself.
And you also did anger well. I mean, you know, like Matt had a backbone, you know, he was strong.
Yeah. Like anger? Do I have anger?
We're going to talk to you about that later.
Strength.
No, we should
At
talk
dinner.
later. Sorry.
Next we have.
Hi, I'm Jennifer from Winter Springs, Florida. Thank you all for being here. It's such a pleasure to get to meet all of you. And I wanted to know, do you have any funny stories from set that you've never told anybody?
I do, but I'm not going to share them. No, Catherine, you don't want me to.
What?
I'm not going to say it.
Because I wanted to go home early.
I'm not telling her.
Because you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, and I'm not going there.
I'll let everybody else share. Yeah.
Oh, very.
There was a lot of really funny stuff.
No, not
A lot of
at all.
falling down.
No.
Well, I know what Barry's talking about, but
We all know what Barry's talking about.
it's optional.
No!
I agree.
I
Tell
can't.
us.
No. Yeah, seriously, I can't.
Why?
said, and
It's-
I'm gonna keep it that way because I love everybody here that
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should
But I know
have
everybody else
a
has
story
really funny
though,
stories
not
about
just
it.
the promise, a teaser of a story and then no delivery. Where someone come up with a story. No?
Nope.
Alright, other than me,
Yeah, go ahead. Come
I'll
on.
just make something up. Alright, so one time,
At band camp?
actually I did have to try it, like, they gave me a flute because Ruthie was supposed to play a flute. Really? Yeah, and I was proud of myself for getting it to make noise.
You know,
It's hard to get a flute to do anything that you want it to do.
Exactly.
If you're not at band camp.
Ruthie, great. I mean, you're 6 years old. And I just, you know, sometimes I feel I overlooked your performances, you know? Because she was tiny, and
I was just
I didn't like
short.
children.
She didn't overlook them. It was just because I was like that. So my acting coach used to sometimes have to lie on the ground and hold my feet still so that it wouldn't like fidget
I mean, I think
out of the frame of the
didn't
camera.
they tape you down one time?
No, they saran one of our
There was-
camera guys. He saran wrapped me to a chair.
There was that. I also remember sandbags. We used to
I used
like
to
literally
play,
like try to sandbag your feet to the ground.
They sandbagged my feet to the ground
Yeah.
to.
Mac liked to look. Mac used to think it was a game.
This all sounds like child abuse.
Trying to get Mac to
That's part
sit
of my
still
day.
is not an easy task. This is all- it's
Then
all-
they discovered medication.
Just like Judy Garland.
On that note, we have next.
Hi, I'm Michael formerly from New York, because that's when I saw you guys on TV, but now I live in Delray Beach, Florida. This is directed to Beverly. You already kind of answered my question, but the authenticity of your experience with the death of your friend, you put it on the screen, and it brought me into the show even more than ever. Especially the scene that you had in the hallway by your bedroom, when you like went crazy.
Yeah, I think the crazy part about all of that was, I think everybody manages grief very differently, and for me, I am kind of, it would be very surprising that I am very task-oriented, very organized.
You did, and you did.
And this was the very first time that I actually honestly cried about her death. And there's a lot of probably issues that I have that I feel most comfortable to do it in front of a camera, but that was an episode that I was actually very grateful for. One, because it expressed, was able to share with everyone who have also experienced that grief, but I think that was not Lucy crying, that was Beverly, and that was the unleashing, and Barry was in that scene, and I just remember also everyone being so wonderful and just giving me the space. And so, I'm gonna cry. Well, that's not surprising. Hey, you remember that question, is Beverly like Lucy? Surprise!
Hi, I'm Alex from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Barry, you kind of answered this yesterday, but it's a two-parter. What is your coffee shop order, or your go-to coffee shop order? We're going back to food here. And then also, what do you do when you are maybe high or maybe not and go for munchies? What's your go-to munchie?
Second part?
Go to coffee.
This question for everybody?
Yeah, well, jump in. Yeah, you can go
Wait,
for
did
it.
you say your go-to munchies?
Yeah, your go-to munchies when you're possibly high, possibly not.
Well, I already told you about the French press.
Yeah, it was a great answer.
And
Yeah.
then, because I usually make my coffee at home, so I use the French press. I'm like, patient. But I think I answered, if I go out, I'll get like a latte with an extra shot of espresso. But to munching? Gosh.
Well, we know that it can't be a taco
It's not
with,
sweet, 'cause I'm more of a savory person than a sweet person.
Potato chip.
no.
No. I would say it would be like, there's this place in Texas and Oklahoma, and I lived there for a bit, called Taco Bueno. You guys know it? Okay. So I have a record of eating a certain amount of party burritos when I was in high school. I think it was like 13. So I would
What
say
is
a
a
party
party-
burrito from Taco Bueno would
What
be
is
my
a party
go-to.
burrito?
Wow, that's so cool.
How big is a party burrito?
They're not like a full burrito, but they're party size, you know?
But they're flour
Like
tortillas,
maybe like
not.
like a high school kid could eat like a party burrito in like 4 or 5 bites.
Wow.
Yeah. Or 2. If you're in an eating contest,
Like you were.
like I was, yes.
Was it against anyone?
I thought
Or was
it
it
was,
just-
but it
was it
wasn't.
just
People
yourself?
just wanted to see me eat a bunch of burritos.
That makes sense.
I hope that answered your question.
We should
Everyone else's coffee order.
Yeah, I like making my coffee with an AeroPress. And I mean, I love a lot of coffee. Sucker for just a latte. Please don't put any flavoring in it. It should be flavored like coffee and milk.
Unless she wants to leave her cold brew in the car.
When did I do that?
When we were doing the podcast, you left it in the car, remember?
Oh yeah.
And then you still
and then I put it in the fridge and drank it. I do that a lot. Like
Yeah.
I'll leave,
You
I'll
forgot
leave,
about that 'cause you're
I'll
the
leave a
munchies
chicken
at the
burrito.
time.
Yeah, because I'm already deep into the munchies. I'll leave like some food out. But if you just, and then maybe overnight, you know, and then you just heat it up extra the next day. I've never gotten sick. I can handle a lot of
Things.
bacteria or whatever.
She's
You
out
have to
with the
train-
horses.
You have to train your system. Be like, nope, toughen up. Food poisoning, what's that?
What's your munchie? Go to.
My munchie food is cheese. Without a doubt. Like anything salty, pretzels, whatever, goldfish, yeah. But healthy munchie food is like I can do a salad with some goddess dressing, thinking I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is it. I'm just gonna snack on a salad, and it just delays the other stuff. Actually,
Going out to dinner with Mac, I mean, she orders like a lumberjack.
It's true. It's so true.
yeah, I do. And then I go home.
They start
and I'm
delivering
hungry
food,
again
and
an
they start
hour
to distribute
later.
to all of us, and we're like, no, it's just in front of her. Just for
But
her.
you got to try a latte, and like I had some extra that I could give you without starving that way. Also, I order, so that I can have leftovers because
So they can
I really
sit out
like.
overnight.
I love leftovers. I don't understand why people don't eat leftovers. Like it's amazing. It's food you don't have to.
Exactly.
You open your fridge. I like tacos. I did nothing for that. Paid for it yesterday.
And we shouldn't waste food.
Right, and I don't like That's why if you leave it out overnight, just put it in the microwave for an extra minute.
Catherine, where's your breakfast from today?
And then there's always the horses can eat it.
Yeah. Although I did learn, I had a worm
Okay, we have to
scare.
talk. Well, let's go ahead and let's do more questions. Sorry. The cruise manager right here.
Sorry.
Coffee, I just like coffee, and then I like any snacks, anything. And dessert, I love dessert.
No, I think we're gonna go to the next question.
Okay.
Because there's a line of people that.
When I was little, I sort of like Oreos.
We can do that next time.
Hi, I'm Summer. I live in Chicago. So Beverly doesn't have to answer this because this might push you into full-blown Lucy mode after that last one. But I was wondering, you guys talked about the most crazy and chaotic fun scenes you shot. What was the most challenging storylines you had to shoot?
When we ate blueberry pie. No.
Eating on camera is challenging.
But
It is.
we had a lot of really heavy storylines.
I think the pot episode for me, when I went back to the church and I had this guilt, and I never understood that scene for me. That was really difficult for me to go back because I was like, Matt didn't do anything. And half the time, Matt didn't do anything, but he was always in trouble.
Singing.
He really did the right things most of the time. And so I think for me, sitting in that church by myself, asking God for forgiveness for Happy walking around with a joint in her mouth. I think that was the most difficult one for me.
Barry, that's really
'Cause I didn't
unfair.
want-
It's
yeah,
unfair.
I had a struggle with that. I didn't want to do that scene.
I don't blame you.
That was the hardest for me.
Some of them were just, there was a lot of really heavy content, and you'd have to be, a lot of tears, a lot of menthol blowing things. I think I can guess what David's most difficult is when he had the
What would
singing.
you guess?
Music.
Oh, well, it wasn't the most difficult
Oh.
thing because I didn't.
He just didn't want to do it.
I just didn't want to do it, and like how I didn't want to sing the theme song for you guys. I'm not a great singer. I did you a favor. But you know, when you're doing emotional work, if you're really trying to take the work seriously, emotional work is difficult, and you try really hard to give a piece of yourself to it and be genuine and have it come from a place of honesty, and that stuff can tax you, you know? So like you hear a lot of stories about method actors who are in character all the time and they go home in character and they have people call them by their character name and stuff, whatever. But when there's like a halfway point, there's a sweet spot that I think in acting where you like, because when you're doing emotional work, it has to be honest, and so you really have to ruin your day. And so I just remember coming home and going to bed, you know, like after doing, you know, the scene where Happy was hit by a car. That episode was really heavy for me. Like there were certain episodes that stood out that just required that you really gave it your best, honest, shot, and tried to connect with the emotions of it. And then you would just drive home from work that day and feel destroyed, you know? And so, that stuff's the hardest work, but, you know, if you get it right, it's the work you're most proud of.
Yep. That's great.
I think we have time for
Yeah.
one last
One more
question.
quick question.
all right?
Hi guys, I'm Danny from Fort Lauderdale. I've been in education for almost 2 decades now. I was wondering if you could share a teacher with us that positively impacted your lives.
I'll go first this time. I got to first grade, and I was one of the only kids in the class who couldn't read, or who wasn't like kind of on the road to reading well. And my first grade teacher in New York was Miss Hengel, and she would pull me aside in first grade and work with me on reading. And by the end of first grade, I was one of the best readers. And I read a ton of scripts, and I have a lot of work that is all based in reading and interpreting what you're reading, you know. And so I think about that often. That my first grade teacher gave me that leg up to put me in a position to succeed in the career that I have.
Teachers change your life.
And thank you, by the way, for being up to all the teachers out there, because that is
Absolutely.
a very difficult job. And now, us all as parents, we have, I have such an appreciation for
I'm
all the
thinking there
teachers.
should be a teacher con. Where all the teachers are at the convention and we go up and give thanks to them.
Yeah.
You know?
But
for
we
everything.
can't really
I think
help
that's-
anyway. We
I
can
know, but I
just
think
thank
that's a
them.
great idea.
Yeah.
I mean,
Teacher
there's
con?
cons for everything now.
Yeah.
Let's throw in a teacher con.
A teacher con.
I like that.
Okay. Don't look at me, I'm not creating.
You can organize this.
I'm not.
Bev's
Always
gonna
look
organize-
to Bev.
I
organize
feel
this
a lot of
everything.
pressure.
Get on it.
We just want to tell you we appreciate that you like us.
Thanks, you guys.
If we're done, guys, this has been amazing.
Thank you, yes. Just thank you guys so much, and we love you all so very, very much.
You can tune into the podcast.
Oh, I thank you, Catherine.
It's a kick-ass podcast with 1, 2, David.
But
Barry and I are excluded.
no, they are not excluded. They come on the show. You said you didn't want to be there all the time.
That's true.
Yeah. You said when you're available, you'll come. And we said we'll always invite you. So when you're
I feel very left out, so I didn't know what I was saying. No, I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
Well, from here on out, we'll have you on more episodes.
And Barry has to come. Barry is so funny.
All right. Give it up for the cast of Seventh Heaven.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your cast up here. At this time, I'd like to ask all of you to remain seated for a second. If you guys can leave your microphones on the couch and step up here on the line, we're going to give you a nice group shot of all of you. Right on this line, facing that way. Looking at the gentleman in the blue. See him in the back there waving his hand? There we go. Background! There we go. Great, let's get our amazing moderator in there with them. Come on, there we go. All right, get a shot out there. Great, if you guys will turn around and face me, we'll get one shot of you guys with the crowd behind you. Get a nice big selfie. Barry, get your phone ready. All right, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Everyone on your feet. There we go. All right, make some noise for the cast of Seventh Heaven. Oh, look at it. They're getting their own selfie. Make some noise. Come on, you guys. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, if you do not have a VIP badge or an ADA break,